Match two. Match two, we had ourselves a Lost Temple.
Yes, we do. So we're going to have a game 2 coming up any second. I'm just loading in now while I'm checking all my random Skype messages.
Is this almost one of the best maps for OxygeN to actually be aggressive? I don't know, because whenever I play Zerg I always play Zerg, and playing against Terran on this map, I always get dropped from up high. It always harasses me through some bloody way, and there's no way to expand out safely. It's like, god damn it.
All right, so let's get into this game. Are we ready to go, guys?
Ready when you are.
Sweet. Let's start them up in 3, 2, 1, go. Let me start my intro. Welcome back, everyone. We have another cracker game coming up for you. It is going to be OxygeN versus GLaDe. Game 2 in the upper bracket final. So, GLaDe coming up 1-0 with some nice defense and macro skills coming in on Delta Quadrant. We are going to be on Lost Temple. I am unstable, and I'm joined once again by Tobiwan. What do you think we're going to see here this time, mate? We are seeing a great game so far all day today.
Yeah, we have seen a fantastic GLaDe going for that early expansion in our last match, and then just kept the harassment on. But of course, it was still so aggressive from OxygeN throughout that entire game. He was playing off one base for so long, but he's still pumping out that army, trying to be aggressive. Went for the factory on the side and tried to go a little bit more of a siege tank to try and lock him off here. But GLaDe, it is always hard to go for that early expansion on this map, especially with the ability for the Terrans to actually drop them down. But if he can actually hold it, then I think things look pretty good for him. They have actually spawned, of course, this is a 4-player map with GLaDe up there at the 12, and we do have OxygeN over there at the 9 or the 8 or even. And they are pretty close to each other. GLaDe's scouting out the 2 there, and he has 2 more places to actually check at the moment. The drone, there's not actually passed out at the moment, so I don't know where he's going to check the next time. But GLaDe, I think he's not going to like the fact he's that close to OxygeN. He would have preferred a little bit more space to move around. But yeah, he'll take what he's got.
This is absolutely the worst possible spawning positions for GLaDe right now, especially versus OxygeN's hyper-aggressive play. We could be seeing something extremely fun game here, probably. And we do see the speedling pool coming out build from GLaDe, as we do see the barracks coming from OxygeN as well. So it's really, if I was in OxygeN's position here, I would be taking my aggressive style and just punishing GLaDe for that right now. These positions are just so bad for GLaDe against OxygeN, especially versus OxygeN. But it's going to be interesting to see. We do have a more... Whoa.
Well, fantastic from OxygeN to actually bring another SCV up. He's put the supply depot down. The drone can't get in. The drone's going to get to see absolutely nothing. The SCV almost blocking him in by himself. But there is nothing that GLaDe can do at the moment. He does not know what OxygeN is building, bar the fact there's 2 supply depots and a barracks down. Sure, you have an extra unit count, but to actually block off GLaDe and keep that drone out of your main base, that is a big win there for OxygeN.
Yeah, definitely. Zerg, the biggest frustration of a lot of Zergs these days is that it's just so hard for them to scout Terran bases. And the fact that he can't get that drone in there, at least to do something about before that first Marine comes out, is really going to be frustrating for him. We do have Orbital Command coming down, and we do have a fast factory from OxygeN here. So we're going to be seeing and a reactor on the barracks. Same play as last time from OxygeN, and we do see quite a few links coming out here for GLaDe as well.
Yeah, it's still going to take him a while to push through, and with that wall up, there's nothing you can do with those links but to scout down and stop the expansion. It is the biggest problem here for a Zerg. When you have that wall off from a Terran, you can throw down the range, attack him from range. The links can't really do that much damage because they can't actually even get themselves through. But because at this point, this is the best time for GLaDe to actually push out because there is not a single Marine on the field. The factory is currently building. The reactor is stopping the barracks from actually pumping out anything right now. And now with that reactor finished, you're expecting there's the swap. So our factory will now take off and take its place on top of the reactor and just pump straight Hellions. Hasn't even cared about the Marines, and this could be dangerous with the hatchery going down from GLaDe as well.
Yeah, we do have a Roach Warren as well from GLaDe. We're going to see that expand into Roach. This game is going to be very standard for the looks of it. I was expecting so much hyper-aggression from OxygeN. He seems to be his style, but no, he's going for the same build as last time. He doesn't have any Marines yet. He's got 2 Hellions, and he's getting a starport as well, so that would be very interesting. We do have speed finished for GLaDe now. His expansion is about to pop as well. He's already got the Queen there ready to lava inject as soon as it comes up. And if we have a look here, his energy and the timing of the spawn of the hatchery is pretty much going to be identical.
It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Even the second Queen coming up. The Hellions now make their way into it. They get swiped twice there by the Queen, who can't move that far. The creep still has to expand out there. So GLaDe Queen only has a little bit to go, and those Hellions just microing the Queen out perfectly. Now find the Speedlings are going to come themselves down with one of the Roaches also up. up and running. 3 more on the way. They'll be the perfect counters to those Hellions if they can bring them in nice and close. The Queen is off the creep, gets back on the creep. One Roach coming on down. It displays that straight to OxygeN there. And OxygeN will not want that Roach to live for much longer, but he will have very little choice with 3 more coming in. And GLaDe, there is no way OxygeN can bring down that expansion at the moment.
We have a Ghost Academy for OxygeN.
A what?
Academy. Yes, you heard me right. We do have a Ghost Academy here. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing. He's got the, I want to see a nuke. I really want to see a nuke. Come on. Click the nuke button. But in the meantime, we do have Hellions going to war with these Roaches here. Moonquake being aggressive now. I think he realizes that OxygeN doesn't have anything other than Hellions at the moment. This could be very dangerous. He's only got 1 Marauder. No, he's got no Marauder. He's only got 1 Marauder on the way. This could be game over already. If GLaDe pushes up this ramp, he's going to get...
He's got command center. He just put 400 on the command center with GLaDe pushing up the ramp. Oh no, this could be disastrous for OxygeN. The Lings don't want to push up just yet. The Hellions are harassing those Roaches on the front line, and now they've punched themselves through. The Lings, now the hole has been punched, will run themselves straight through that mineral line. There is no defenses there, while the Roaches have to deal with the rest of it. 1 Marauder up the top. The Hellions tried to come on down to deal with those Lings. All their CVs off the mineral line. Roaches bring down everything behind them, and GG call comes out from OxygeN. What a play from GLaDe, and what perfect timing. What time come through?
That was a really... Really, yeah, I'm pretty sure OxygeN's plan was like get a drop ship and like drop the nuke on the cliff to try and do some kind of nuke or something like that. I'm going to assume, but that is just great play by GLaDe. I think OxygeN did not expect that aggressiveness from GLaDe. I think he wanted to be on the back foot the entire time. So GLaDe will be going into the finals of this entire thing. Greatly done. And let's bring up these brackets, shall
we? We shall bring up the brackets.
If we can get, I'm going to just put the overlay up before I give away anything here. I want to have a quick chat to Dell because we might be seeing, from the looks of these brackets, it's going to be a while before we get the finals underway. You have received an email from Brendan Ferguson. Okay, so let's have a look, see what he wants to talk to me about. Nirvana versus Adro replays we have now.
I'm down with that.
So we're gonna have, you're probably gonna be in your thing as well.
So the lower bracket semi-final, I think it is, or lower bracket quarter-final technically.